Hello, it's Greg Allison with Green Grades. How are you doing today? It is the 16th of February, 2021. The closing hours thereof. Time on deck, 11:44 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 11, or we might say 4,400 hours. There we go. So this is the waning minutes of the day. Now, we're going to talk about weather. We're going to talk about Earth weather, and I'm going to talk about space weather too. So what I want you to do is tell me how this format suits you. Are you happy with what we're covering here? Do you like this format for this channel? Now, I'm going to check a couple things here. Give me a second, because I'm not seeing this video on the other platform here where it should be there. Okay, there we are. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to look at what's going on, because guess what? Space weather too. I thought I had that muted. Give me a second. So what we want to do, let me, furthermore, I realize I've got to type something in here to say hi, or you can't comment, which is odd. I don't know why that is. So if you're just watching my channel for the first time or watching one of my live videos for the first time, my videos are usually a community chat session more than anything else. But what we're going to do this day is I'm going to start out just showing you some stuff, because we got another punch of weather coming. Viola, here it comes at us. In fact, that's the name of the next storm, Viola. And we're going to have a 1-2 punch, and it's coming. We got more snow, more ice, and things on the go. Or maybe not on the go, because you might have to stay home and lay low. So what is it? What's happening? I'm not seeing any comments yet. We got 23 in the room. Okay, Ken, there we go. I can. There we go, Ken. How you doing, Ken? Alrighty, so folks, I'm going to do a screen share here in a second. We're going to have a look at the other weather phenomenology coming at us. So hang on. And well, I won't be long in this video. I'm not even eating dinner yet. I've been outside about an hour ago, and it's like 16 degrees Fahrenheit here an hour ago. I went up my greenhouse. My greenhouse has been up for over about 2.5 years, almost 3 years. And this is the first time I let it go below freezing. I did it consciously today, because the only thing growing there is lettuce, and it'll take it. So, and I don't want to waste all my fuel. Vicki, how you doing? I'm not going to be too late tonight. So we're going to do a screen share. We're going to go to, I don't want to see me again. Well, here we go. We'll start out with power outages, because there's something kind of entertaining about the power outage. Well, not the outages themselves, but it's the post department that I find kind of interesting today. The postal department kind of got me entertained a bit here. Now you can see here that the power outages are down a bit from where they were, but you might expect them to go way up if we're getting hit by a second punch, because they may not have all this stuff repaired, and boom, boom, you may get more. So look it out. Texas is still over 3 million people without power. Check that out. That's out of 12 million customers tracked, 3 million without power. That's a huge fraction, my friends. That's a huge fraction. Holy smoke, that's like a quarter, or better than a quarter. So I guess that's households when it says customers. It's not individuals. That's a lot of people there without power, my friends. And I need to check with my daughter, see how she's doing. And we got Kentucky is also coming in pretty strong. Look at that, 101,000 out of power. We got people in Louisiana, it's went down. It was red, 48,000. Mississippi, 19,000, almost 20. I mean, there's not people that power in some of these other states, like Alabama. It's still got 2,300. Tennessee is 5,434. North Carolina, well, that's went down a lot. North Carolina, 1,599, about 1,600. But Virginia, look at that, 47,000. So that's getting close to going red on us by their color code, or actually going brown here. And we got quite a few customers out of power up here in West Virginia. And so West Virginia's not that populated of a state, my friend. So, 72,000 out of a million, that's a pretty good hit on number of customers. And Ohio up here. So, yeah, it's got better than it was. We had colors in a lot of these states. They still have power outages. Well, I got Kansas doing a whole lot better with just 39. Oklahoma, where our good friend and often participant here, Jason Avers is from. Let's say we got Arkansas, where our friend Vicky's heading. hello, Vicky. Local weather reports are that there will be a bleak break in the cold this weekend. Yeah, all right. So this weekend might be your safe time. During this week, it's going to be rough. I'm going to show more than that. Here's what's going to entertain you guys. Check this out. What's the weather service tell us? What's the post decree? Neither snow nor rain nor heat nor gloom of night stays these couriers from their swift completion of their appointed rounds. USPS temporarily suspends mail service to some North Alabama zip codes. Yeah, and I'm one of them right here. Eep, that's mine. No mail service today. Well, that was beautiful. What happened to that? See, so you're afraid of the snow, but you don't want to go because ice is not nice. Okay, I get it. Don't have to tell me twice. Okay, so let's have a little fun. We're going to look at a few maps here. We're going to show you some stuff I hadn't shown you on this channel before, just for the fun and giggles. Now look here, the oceans, you know, are still pretty warm. Water retains its heat pretty good. You know, along the edges, it's cooling off. Look, you got a lot of cold water coming in. Wow, look at north of Labrador here, in that area, south of Greenland. See, it's coming. That water's just coming right out of the Arctic, I guess, probably following that wind pattern. But look at the wind over North America is pretty calm right now. That's a good thing considering how cold it is. If we had cold with that kind of, if we had wind with this kind of cold, it would be brutal, brutal. Thank the Lord above that we're not seeing both cold and wind. And it's just a fair bit of wind offshore. It's like it's all offshore. That's kind of funny, kind of interesting. We got some cold spots in Africa here, down in the Sahara. So you might go down there and make you some icebergs in the Sahara Desert. Well, look here, look at the cold. Look where it is, though, guys. It didn't just fall off to one side. This looks kind of like the Ice Age cold pattern, where it's warm up here and cold around all around here. That's kind of the way it was in the Ice Ages. Isn't that interesting? But Siberia wasn't as cold. It was more like over this way back during the Ice Age. Alaska wasn't so cold. Alaska, okay, Alaska's, you know, got the blues today. So we've heard that Moscow's had record snow. So this map is just kind of good for turning the world around upside down and say hello to our friend Amanda B. She's down here. She's not in the room now, so we won't pick on her too much. You just get a lot of people from New Zealand there. Isn't it nice how we just toss the world around like a ball? Woo! I'm glad the good Lord above don't play ball with us like that. It'd be rough on the winds and what waves, and yeah, we'd be in serious trouble. So let's go over and look at let's see which map we want to go to. I thought I had another weather map up. I did. I must have closed it because this is going straight to here. Now here we are. That's not the one I wanted to show you. I'll close that. I closed the one I wanted to show. I had a little better weather map up and closed it. Unfortunately, we don't want to go there. All right, so we'll talk this. This is a little bit of the forecast. This is the second round that's expected to come. More ice. Texas, East Texas, and it gets down in Houston area a little bit, especially Louisiana, Mississippi. This is my area right here. This is about where I got my pointer. That's about where I'm at right there. It's kind of right there. This is my stomping ground right in here, but that's where I'm, you know, I grew up right about where the cursor is now. I have lived back up in here, and now I'm living over here, right about there. So maybe a little bit closer to that county line. I live right about there where the cursor's at. So yeah, we may get a little more ice, and we may get a little bit more snow. Yeah, this map don't move. That's not the way to go. And it shows tomorrow morning's temperatures. That says 11, and that says, it's hard for me to read that. I wish I could blow it up. 14. Well, it's already down to 16 here. It was an hour ago. So that's not hard for me to doubt right there that we're going to be between those and the morning tomorrow. This is back to the ice accumulation projections for the next 48 hours. That's another projection, different projection. Carolina and Mid-Atlantic storm impacts and timeline. So that this is going to hit down in here. It's going to hit the Carolinas, and then you're going to get snow. This whole system will move up north, and you'll get snow up in New England states. That's what they're talking about. The storm. They're calling the storm Viola. So get you a bowl of granola and enjoy Viola. So let's talk space weather. Because let me tell you what, a lot of people are worried about Apophis. I've been seeing articles about a near pass of Apophis for next month, and just tons of articles about it. You know, the news media gets kind of hyper excited about things, and you know, if anything passes on our side of the sun, they seem to go into, oh my God, panic mode. So let's you know, if there's, you know, something really coming at us, we'll need to be aware of it. But there's nothing in the pipeline that looks real scary here, according to spaceweather.com, that's coming at us in terms of asteroids. Now, we're going to go back over and look at Apophis here in a minute. Now, red, deeper red means it's getting closer to us on this chart here. And they take this chart from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory data, by the way, from the potential hazardous asteroids list there, which we could go to that one separately. Now, we had some close misses. LD is lunar distance. If you see AU, that's astronomical unit. Astronomical unit is 93 million miles. It's how far the Earth is from the sun. Now, the moon is about 250,000 miles away. So this is getting about the distance of our geosynchronous satellites when you're talking a tenth of that. So that's getting in pretty close right there. But this thing's only 2 meters. So that's the size column over here, meters. You got velocity, high velocity bad, high mass is bad, high velocity and high mass is double bad. Well, all these are coming like speeding bullets anyway. Look at this guy right here. This guy's got 21.5 kilometers per second versus this guy's got 8.4. See, there's a big difference. How about this in 2.6? That's almost in Earth orbit. Almost in the same orbit as Earth around the sun to have that kind of lower velocity, a lot closer. Something coming deeper out of the solar system, like this object, would obviously have more eccentric, be more eccentric, more elliptical, be coming from the deeper solar system. And here's one of 25.9. Let's take a look at this guy right here. Let's look at it and see what this is. 2001. So you can come in here and you click these guys. Yeah. See, it's coming from farther out. See, there's Mars right there. This is coming out from almost the main belt of the asteroids. See, main belt is between Mars and Jupiter. That'd be Jupiter's orbit. So that's like a main belt asteroid. It's not like a near Earth asteroid. Well, it got knocked into the main belt. And we can come in here and watch it. If we wanted to, we could clock it forward and just watch as it comes around. We just play it. So it's already speeding away here. So we can go back in reverse. See when it comes close to Earth. It takes years for this guy to make that big orbital pass. So I think we just missed a close approach there a minute ago. But this one is not, you know, of great concern to us because we go back to where was I? Yeah, this one's got to take me back here. Take me one more back. We go back to spaceweather.com. You know, it's moving real fast because it's coming from deep. It's not getting close. See, these pinker ones are getting a little closer, but still they're like, you know, range of 4 lunar distances away, 13. You know, this is a good distance here. These are good distances. High mass objects, you want a good distance. Now, if you want to find the biggest one of these guys, you look to see the meter count. Now, why do you have so many reds up here? Look, these are a lot of small ones. You know, it's hard to see the small stuff when it's coming at you. These are probably things we saw later. Oh, it went by. Okay, we discovered a new asteroid. NASA just discovered an asteroid. It almost hit us. Well, the thing was only 2 meters in diameter, or maybe 10. That would make a racket. 32, yeah, that would be, that could be a Tunguska type event, maybe getting in that direction. Syllabisc type event. These little guys like this, you know, they're nothing burgers unless they're nickel iron. then it might come through. So, you know, that's why you look back and you see a lot of stuff in the past. You can see a little bit more when it's closer to you. Maybe they're finding a few. But most of these, for 2020, they were discovered in 2020. 2021s are just discovered. Now, so you can back that up with, look at all these deep reds are all 2021, 2021, 2021, 2021, 20. That's how you can tell what's going on with these charts, 2021. That's why the reds, being small objects, being this year, says, hey, we just saw all those. We just saw them all because they're small. A lot of them are dark. Okay, so we're going to come down here. There's a big one down here. Look at that. That is a kilometer across, 1,024 meters. That's not a small fry, but it's going to miss us by 5.5 lunar distances. See, nobody's really harping on this one. Apophis is going to be farther away on this pass than this guy. Yeah, this one's coming in for a little closer than the main belt. See, one we just looked at earlier was coming from out here. So this won't have quite as much velocity, which is good because it's packing the mass. Yeah, you don't want this guy to hit us, but it's not going to hit us on this pass. Way in the future, it might hit us or one of these other planets. So let's go look at Apophis orbital elements. We'll go back out to the JPL site. We might come back to it in a minute. Oh, went too far. Bang. There we go. Now, this is Apophis. This is it close to Earth for this. So what we're looking at here, we are on 2 days from now, February the 8th. This is February 18th. Well, it's almost the 7th. Yeah, okay, we're in the 17th now. So 1 minute into the 17th in my time zone. So now this is a day away. 2021. 1 day away. Apophis is going to be kind of starting to close in on us. Now, if I can just walk it one step at a time, it's kind of hard. I got to click it, make sure it don't play. See, what's happening is Earth's actually catching up to it. That's what's happening. We're not hitting our closest approach yet. So we're now up to 28th. Now they're on the 1st of March. I think about the 4th or 5th or 6th, somewhere in that time frame. Yeah, there we are at the 5th, and there we are the 6th. That's where here we're closest. And you can see there's still a good gap between Earth and Mars there. Measured in astronomical units, we're at 0.113 astronomical units according to this. So, you know, that's considered that's over 9 million miles, my friends, because it's 93 million miles to the sun. So a tenth of that is over 9 million miles. So that's a fur piece missed. But now if you run this thing forward in time to 2029, she makes a close shave, and she did on the 13 April of 2029, and I think about 13 April again on 2036. Apophis gets really close to us. It comes within the size of our asteroids. And Apophis, satellites, and Apophis is huge. Apophis would cause a really bad day if it were to hit us. So we can go back and look at more data on Apophis later. Let's see what it's got down here. Discovered 2004, 19 June by R.A. Tucker and D.J. Tolan and F. Bernardi at Kick Peak, also known as APEP, the destroyer. Now, the interesting thing about this, if you go to Revelations, there's talk of Apollyon, the destroyer, mentioned twice, also as being a fallen star and also having a kingdom. The keys to the bottomless pit that when unleashes the plague of locusts. If you know anything about Revelations and Apollyon. So Apollyon, Apophis is Greek. No, yeah, it may be. Apollyon and Apophis, they're ringing too close to me. Apophis is the Egyptian god. Okay, so maybe that's the Egyptian name. So maybe Apophis and Apollyon may be close. So evil and destruction and dwelled in eternal darkness. Yeah. So it's that number's kind of weird there. So it's supposed to get close to us on the 13th of April, 2029, like I said. So let me have to pull this thing up on another chart. I don't know if it'd take a while to really run it fast enough to get all the way around to 10 years later. Well, actually, it's not 10 years later. It's 8 years from now. We're going to let this thing cycle here. What year are we up to now? We're up to 2022. Let's let it run a minute. Let's see where we come here. 20. See if this takes too long. Oh, come on. This is taking some time. Watch Mercury fly. Mercury's zinging it, guys. Mercury. That's Santa Claus's dasher. Mercury Trismegistus. Hermes Trismegistus. Mars is out here. See, actually, these objects are actually traveling faster than these guys, but they got more circumference to cover. So it takes longer to make the get around. We're up to 2024. Watch this billiards game of planetary billiards. 2025, 4 more years to go. $2027. Greg, you don't make a living trying to hum and make music. Greg knows that. That's why I'm not a musician. All right, we're coming around 2028. We're zinging. We're April. We just passed April 19th, 2028. So maybe I should get ready to stop it and then step it forward here in a minute. 2029. Okay, let's hit it again. Whoa, we're almost there, guys. Look, Earth and Apophis. Wow, we're right on each other, and it's crossing. Apophis is crossing Earth's orbit right here. So step it forward. Doink, 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 bang, right there. Right there. The distance in astronomical units is measured 7.7 e to the -3. So what you do is multiply that times 10 to the -3 times that 7.7. And basically what that comes out to is Apophis at this point, as I understand, it's going to be underneath their geosynchronous satellites. But it comes back at us in 2036. Now, we're not going to play this thing forward to see that occasion, because what's going to happen is Earth's going to perturb the orbit of it a little bit when it comes around this time. They say if the asteroid actually passed the region of space known as a keyhole, that it could actually hit us on the next go around. But they're projecting now that won't happen. But also they projected that, and I did a show with Rex on this recently, the way Apophis is reflecting light, and it's actually slowing down a bit more and coming inward more. So it's actually the chances of it hitting, it's actually going up some. The uncertainty in the mist is going down. So this could be the Pollyanna revelations. I don't know. What do you think, Vicki? You're in the room. Desert Rose is here. Good to see you. So I'm going to check. Soul's Eye Jules. Oh, we got some great people. Wow, 132 people in the room. We got a stellar cast tonight of a lot of my favorite mods here. Hot dog. Hot dog. We got all my all my top ladies here. You're like my my council of elders. The wise council. But you're all experts in spiritual matters. Oh, that's interesting. Got all my spiritual experts in the house as mods tonight. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. So we'll check your mail. All right, so I'm kind of done with the presentations now. So I started out again over here talking about the power outages for those that are new. I just mentioned the Postal Service's creed: neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. And then Postal Service bans delivery until further notice to these zip codes, and that's my zip code right there, because we got a little ice here. Of course, we're not accustomed to that around here. Anyway, we went through the winds. Yeah, I had another channel open. I deleted a little bit better than this one for showing stuff. But okay, well, at least we can bounce the Earth around here. Hopefully Apophis don't bounce us around when it comes around. Let's hope it's a miss. Chances are it will be. But there is that stuff in Revelations, my friends. Then you got Ben Banoon. He's every month we're about to get smacked by something big. He's been saying it for some time. So he listens to the wrong people. He should listen to Green Grades. Alrighty, guys, I am going to end the stop this share. Hey, hello. hang a racket from a balloon and off we go. Hey, just got to remember, guys, it's planting season. Go to Tree Leaf Market. Check my links to Tree Leaf Market on a lot of my videos. I don't know if I'll be putting them under this, and I usually don't put links on my live sessions, so I might later tonight do that. Might even write the video. I just haven't anything yet today. Been outside in the greenhouse. I've worked late doing some stuff. I took a little bit of a break from work because I was working on my Venus habitat. I got an architect in Africa helping me with that. Also remember, guys, that with all the shortages and shutdowns, that should get you in mind that, these things are local, and local things we can recover from. But if we have a national grid down of their entire grid, recovery is just not in the cards. Nothing like we understand it. So that's when it really comes in handy to have 25 years storage of food that lasts 25 years. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can get it for a great price, 20% off for either 2 buckets, which is 4 weeks supply, or 1 bucket, which is 2 weeks supply. But you can order multiple orders of either of these. And the cool thing about this stuff is, hey, I busted the pack open here because I opened it up and didn't seal it. These are sealable. You just got to make sure you seal them. I've been throwing these packs around in a bucket all the time. That's what happens. That's that right there. You can throw that in your backpack. You can move it easily. If you want to go out camping, hiking, bugging out with your backpack, that's a whole lot easier to carry because that's got 4 servings. It sure beats the heck out of those 4 servings. Yeah, that's kind of rough in the old backpack. Although there's times you want cans, but hey, it's something to keep in mind, my friends. PrepWithGreg.com, and you can get all other kind of prepping supplies there if you go to the My Patriot Supply logo. All right, enough of that said. Enough of my shameless plugs. All right, guys, let me go into chat sessions and see what you guys are telling me about. And I'm going to use my laptop to do that. Look at a guy. Who's this guy moving around there with that stuff? You see the delay? There's a delay in here. Here, I got the cans up. I should have used them as goggles. Can goggles. Beer goggles, right? Everybody at the bars look better. They said it's what, 2 o'clock in the morning. Oops, I just have avalanche. Dropped a can. Alrighty, guys. So, my chat session is freaking out on me here. What's going on? Loading. Give me a second. There's some snafu in the internet. Maybe I'll go look it on my main screen here. I can always go to back here to my channel here. If it's not going to load up there, hope it's just a laptop thing and not an internet thing. Yeah, the chat session's telling me loading. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know why. So give me a second. Let me see if I can find my chat down here. Okay, that's interesting. So chat is showing up on my main computer. If I can scroll. Okay, I'll just come up here and read chat there. I'm using a hotspot for my laptop, and this is going straight to cable. So let's see what everybody's had to say tonight. Echo in the forest. Power out is Sunday. Water out yesterday. Ice about to hit again. That's what I'm saying, guys. Yeah. The second punch is coming, and they're calling this storm Viola, like a granola. All righty. So we got, they're laughing at dude. Dude's laughing, dude with a laptop. Hey, I'm a dude with a laptop too, dude. So we're having fun. Echo is sending you the best through this. Thank you, Desert, for doing that, because our friend Echo there is in dire straits here tonight. LOL, the ground holds a lot of heat when the power's not running. Yeah, it does. The ground, it takes a while to get the freezing going and reaching down. Echo in the forest, no fear here. Okay, that's good. Solar and wool down. All right, so you covered. Vicky Patriots, yes, there were mammoths found in the half-chewed foliage in their mouths. That's right. That's right. They had flowers and buttercups, and what I'm hearing. Buttercups aren't that edible, though. You know, they're not good for us. Maybe mammoths like them. I don't know. Tico, I bought a pair of pants since I moved of Kodiak Island, Alaska in 1990. Doesn't get bad near Outer Banks, North Carolina. Yeah, there's a big difference between Kodiak, Alaska, and Outer Banks of North Carolina. Well, think about moving from interior Alaska to Alabama. You know, we used to refer to anything south of Alaska Range, like Kodiak Island, as the banana belt when I lived up in interior Alaska. Excuse me, got an itch here. So, should be doing that live on video. Like you said, we have 6 carbon monoxide deaths. Oh, that is sad. Or so as I was saying, now that's sad. That is so sad. That's interesting. I'm the video, even on my computer, my main computer, is lagging. It's lagging more than the video on the other computer. That's interesting. But I got no chat over there. That is strange, strange business. Strange, strange, strange business. All right, let me go through. Echo says, Desert says Echo be safe. So I'm just kind of glancing through the messages here. So several people have slid off the bridges and are missing. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's scary. That is scary. So I got some people to pray for tonight, guys. Well, we need to do that toward the end. So depends on how many batteries you have. Yeah, okay. Even Prepper Nurse 1 runs solar in New York. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. But you know, you got to have more panels and more batteries when you go further north. But he definitely does that. Oh, Ed. It's good to take you on a walk every day. So I used to wonder why people wanted to watch that, and I discovered people just curious. They like watching stuff like that. So I've decided to take you guys on a few walks occasionally. And Sweep says Wormwood. That's right, Sweeps. Yeah, Wormwood is a different star, though. There's more than one star that falls in Revelations. One of them is Wormwood. Wormwood poisons, what, 1/3 of the rivers and 1/3 of the waters. But the star that opens the bottomless pit's a different star. And it's associated with Polyon. He has keys to the bottomless pit, and he opens it up. And out comes the locust, Polyon, which means destroyer, as I understand it. So it's like synonymous with Apophis. So is Apophis Apollyon? Rebel Rose. I keep losing the internet. Darn satellite. Yeah. And we got one Tahili. Tali. Okay, Taliel. All right. Good to have you in here. AAA Beverages, Black Ice Bazaar. Yeah, that's bad news. Have you seen Texas on Google Maps? Well, we could pull it up. So I was like, it's been awful for Fishings and Lowe's lives. Oh. So you've been chatting with them. I hadn't seen at Fishes and Lowe's. What's happening there? I hadn't seen them in here in a while. They suckered insulation from the earth. Patriot. I've seen a salamander in my sump pump. Wow. Yeah, you got to get somewhere where it's warm. Get down low. Desert Rose. Love you, Greg. Love you, Desert Rose. Appreciate that. Desert Rose is a charming lady. Tom Murray, 14th of April, 2029 is 2,000 years from crucifixion of Jesus. Wow. Tom, where do you get that? Can you document that? Yeah, that's pretty close. It could be, yeah, wow, because Jesus was born about 3 years before 0. Wow. You know, there's a lot of them that think that, okay, wow. Now, see, maybe the Jewish calendar is off because a lot of people think that the millennium rule in Revelations is the Sabbath day. 1,000 years is a day. And so each 1,000 years since Adam is a day in that cycle. And that, of course, Jesus came in that cycle would have been, you know, 4th and 5th day we've been recognizing Jesus. Well, 5th and 6th days. And so all the history before then was pointing to this, according to this interpretation of things. And so if you look at it, yeah, the life of Jesus is just a little bit advanced on that cycle, because we're in Jewish year 50. What is it, guys? You'll help me out. We're not near 6,000 yet, but maybe the Jewish year is off. So maybe the millennium starts, or maybe the tribulation's a lot longer than we thought. But that's interesting. 2,000 years. Of course, it's also worth knowing that a zodiac, like the age of Pisces is, was it 2,100? And I should know this, from an astronomy standpoint, or astrologists not too. 2,160, I think. You take 20. It takes 29,600 years for the Earth to recess. Divide that by 12. And that's how you get those numbers of how long the zodiac lasts. But it's odd. They say some zodiac signs last a little bit longer than others. I've heard that in a video recently. I thought they were all the same. So maybe not. There may be some difference. Or maybe the ancients at one time saw them not as all being equally weighted. I don't know. I think today the astronomers count them all the same. So don't quote me on the exact number there, because I'm actually not an astronomer, though. I'm a space aficionado. I'm a rocket guy. So let's see. 14th day of Nisan. Now, what does Nisan mean in Japanese? It's interesting. Fishes and loaves, sawzall jewels. These people are just working on big rigs. Have to be prepared. I live this far out in the boony land. All right, Rebel Rose. Yeah, I'm gonna have a place out in some boony land. See, well, I wasn't told it. We'll be next time. There you go. But do better next time. All right. Here's the fishes and loaves. Okay, I've been missing your comments. People just working on big rigs. Was this Texas you're talking about? My heart hurts. Okay, so you're not directly in a tragedy there. Okay. Good to see you in fishes and loaves. All car companies will pay. Echo in the forest. 2,000 hours of solar generator. We're watching a snow instead of board games. Well, prepared, weren't we? Yeah, there you go. All meat eaters will pay. That's what Bill Gates. I thought about doing my video on that tonight. Maybe I will tomorrow night. Bill Gates is really trying to force us all into eating Frankenburgers. Frankenburgers. So yeah, I don't think I want any part of that fake meat. Soy. All the guys can be soy boys. Oh, ain't that special? That what the guy used to play, the church lady. Who remembers that? Oh, ain't that special? All right, so let's see here. Greg, you use silver for payment. Yeah, silver is a lot more. Probably it'd be a lot more exchangeable than gold, because it's it's not so high value that it takes a little bitty amount would go a long way. It might be easier to trade. I'm more of in favor of silver, but silver's definitely been depressed, and everybody's always saying how it's going to come out from under the shackles, and it just hasn't done it in a long time. I bought mine when it was high, because everybody said it was about to go a lot higher, and it dropped, and it never has returned the same. It was about like 2008 or 7 or 8. Storm Watcher, hey, that's a good handle to have on here right now. Storm Watcher, hello. Ring Greg's number one. Hello. All meat eaters, does that include the cattle eating the insects on the forage? Yeah, they haven't figured that one out yet, Vicky, but when they do, you can bet they'll be on it. Like a chicken on a grasshopper. Or a chicken on a June bug. Is there a song about that? Chicken on a June bug? Of course not, there ought to be. There ought to be a song about that, right? Chicken on a June bug, picking out dirt, chicken on a June bug. How do I do here? Insects are good, no meat. Who is this Mr. 4 Dots? Laughy face 4 Dots. Sufficiency and loves heard China is manipulating our weather. Is that true? Well, I don't know, guys. Let's see what else we got here. Hi, Greg. Prayers for you and yours. Well, thank you, VidCom. Vicky, insects have faces, are mobile, don't produce their own food. That makes them animals. And Sozai Jules, what's your temp? About 98.6. Hey, does that sound big? I swear it was 16 degrees. It was cold out there. By Alabama standards, that is. Let's see here. Colorado's getting big bug killer. Yeah, I bet. Veracity Trigger. Hey, Greg, that's a cool hat. Well, thank you. Well, if the problem, hey, I like this. This is a good cool weather hat. It's not really good to wear outdoors unless you pull something over it because the breeze will go through it. But in the house, you know, you can get real warm wearing these knit caps like this. I got you know, a lot of times when I'm outside, especially because of the weather, you'll see me wear in the wintertime that Army flop hat. Wherever I put that thing at, I don't know. Must be back on my bookshelf over there. I park a few hats over on my other desk, but most of my main hat parking area is on a bookshelf right by the door as you go out. And then I got a hat rack or clothes rack, a hall tree in my room. So let's see here. Wow, what is Amanda? Hey, Amanda, how you doing, Amanda? Hey, I was just showing the globe around. I was saying hi to you when we turned it upside down. We're looking at Australia. Far north, real luxury is a fur-lined pea pot. You have to sit on that pot. Do that with a computer. I want to go. Yeah, I don't know about putting fur on the pot. You know, I might miss. Might be some yucky fur. Hello, Miss Rose. Says Amanda. Yeah. So everybody's happy to see Amanda in here. Yeah, I was just must have summoned you because I was showing the winds, a little Earth model, and I had to turn the Earth upside down and say, and down there's Amanda. Too bad she's not in here to say hi. Rains are here. Okay, she's getting rain. And Sweep says CERN is located over the Temple of Apollyon. That's interesting. That's interesting. We're just talking about Apollyon, right? That's interesting. Vicky Salvage says, I expect that much of our understanding of Revelations has been lost in cultural missing. Yep, amen to that. Well, that's one thing about the Bible in general. It you know, everybody, my brother believes every word in it. You got to take it exactly as it is. But sometimes the different books aren't exactly the same, and they don't always exactly agree. And I look at it this way: it's all written by people, translated by people, and we are meat servos, and we all wear rose-colored glasses. Sometimes we're going to record things the way we see it, but the way we see things is tinted by our view of the world. Our rose-colored glasses dictate that once we get this world view, we take in extra and new information in such a way that just reinforces the worldview that we already have. Rose-colored glasses. Lesson I learned from a Sergeant Spivey at Fort Richardson, Alaska, in primary leadership school. So Sergeant Spivey, if you're watching my channel, say hi. Kind of doubt it. Hope he's still alive. Good man. Let's see. Ask Google, what's the population of Mars? Wow. That would be interesting. Let's start. I'm going to try the other computer over here. Just for giggles. Hang on, guys. Oh, let's see. What's the population of Mars? Say does not compute. All right, so we'll be honest. I typed in up here, what's the population of Mars? I don't know if you can see that. Hit enter. So it could be some places on Earth called Mars too. Mars Expanse Wiki. Is it going to give us something about a science fiction thing? Population Mars, statistics Mars, 42750. That sounds like a zip code. It must be a place on Earth. Okay, we have to check it out. Population Mars was 553 inhabitants in 2007. 551 inhabitants in 1999. It's dropping. 533. Well, Mars is losing people. 504 in 1968. That's funny. But it's got 42750. So that might be a zip code. So, oh, this is in France. Hang on. All right, you did prompt me. Hey, see, you trouble you guys get me into. You just lure me into all kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah. So we got a Mars in France, I suppose. All right, guys, that's funny. Y'all tricked me into that one. Oh, Greg, we can just get him to do anything. I don't know why my chat sessions are not coming up. I'm gonna hit a refresh button on that computer, maybe to get the chat rolling again. It did. It worked. That computer's a little bit ahead of this one and what it's showing. Oh, I hit the stop button. I'll probably put it behind a little bit. All right, let's see what everybody. Let me catch up with comments here, and I'll probably switch back to that one. We were warned that no one but the Father knows the time of the end. You're right, Vicky. You're right. Jewish year is 5781, I think. Okay, something like that. So it's getting close to the 6,000. Well, not close enough for our lifetimes to see anything like that. Amanda, 1700s and 1800s are all messed up, as I've noticed, big time. Yeah, we've had a lot of fighting back in those days, as we still do. Bitches love your moms. Okay. I was shooting low. All right, Rebel Rose. Dude's probably a few thousand. Oh, I see. Population of Mars. The doomsday clock, what is it and who has it? Okay, the doomsday clock is by the Bureau of Atomic Scientists, I believe. And they meet every so often and assess the threats to the world and adjust this clock according to how close they think we are to doomsday. And it's just a relative number. And they probably change how they compute it from time to time. They've thrown in some new stressors. So it's just a way of saying, hey guys, we better watch it. We're in deep. So I could pull that up. Once I go through these messages, I'll pull that up. Bill Gates is creeping me out. Bill Gates creeps me out too, especially you won't need all that Franken meat. Tom Weary, our Easter don't go by the date of the crucifixion. Okay. God said we can eat meat, and God's order, I'm going to eat real meat. There you go. All prophecies is based on 360-day calendar. Oh, that's interesting. Bill Gates wants 95% depop. Well, to make his equations work, you'd also have to get rid of 100% because he says it's got to be zero carbon. Got to be zero. Got to be zero. Yeah. How do you get there? You got to make some term in his equation. He did in that TED talk equals zero. Well, love and keep meat in a good thing. Okay. Well kept meat. That's right, Rebel. Hope you're doing warm, Greg and family. Well, I got a little cool out there early running around. That's good. I'm doing well now. Well, I see a broadcast of similarities between Christianity, Buddhism, and Quran. That would be a good discussion. Wow. That would be loaded. Holy smoke. I don't know if I want to get into that or not. That would be really loaded. Really loaded. I'm going to have to have it out on a whole different channel. I'm thinking about starting another channel. Totally BG, that Silence of the Lambs killer was a germophobic version of... Oh my gosh. I'm not even repeating that. Come on. Really? The BG, maybe a Silence of the Lambs killer. Oh, silence. Oh, killer of the Silence of the Lambs, not the killer in the Silence of the Lambs. Okay. Maybe I misread you there. Which means you grow your own meat. Yeah, you're right, Rebel. Grow your own. Hundreds of magical plants you never even heard of that the governments are hiding. I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it, Mr. Four Dots. Arnold Schmidt. On this rock I shall build my church, and the Bill Gates and hell shall not prevail against it. That's right. That's right. God gave us manna to eat in the desert. That's right, Sam. All right, Bill Gates is going to get the pink slip. Well, there's that pink goo they put in the meat, right? That's probably what's going to use in his fake meats, that pink goo. Plant Archives at National Parks of Australia. Holy moly. Excuse me, guys. My bad. Pardon me. If I had any coffee today, it's like me. I've just been too busy to even brew it. Love your hat, Greg. Looks like a elf hat. Hey, it's comfy. It's comfy. Dang, 99.8% full on the end catch with snorkels ready. Aye. Snorkels ready. Aye. So Amanda. Yeah, you might need that snorkel ready if we have to go under. Afraid that he and Klaus are not already fired. Well, that's what these elite want. That's what Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates want. So let's see. Hi from Sun City, Arizona. All right, Ed. Sounds cool. Shark infested lake I'm on. Yeah, you got a few sharks around your island there, Amanda. There's some big ones. Great whites. Excuse me, guys. Rose is awesome, says Amanda. She is. I agree. We got two roses in here. We got a desert rose and rebel rose. Got a pair of roses. Isn't that amazing? And Saul's Eye Jewel. Vicky, we got our church elders here. In fact, Saul's Eye and which ones are it? Saul's Eye and I know Saul's Eye and Desert Rose have licenses to be a minister. I think maybe Rebel Rose does too. Woman on Venus. Hey, I'm gonna send a man to Venus. I want to go to Venus. Hey, I'm Dumazid, according to Rex. So it's like Dumazid, it was in Nana were lovers in the Sumerian tales. But Nana tricked him, and Dumazid went to the underworld because of it. No man made food. That's what women do to men. No man made food is nutrition to compete. There you go. There you go. Homestead Aquarius, Yona is catching on. Cut it out. Sorry about that, Homestead Aquarius. I haven't had any coffee today. I've been busy. My opinion, BG's most endearing trait is his mortality. He's getting old, but you know what? Them elite old live to be like 100 and something. I mean, look at how many of them make it so old. How they do that? It's kind of weird, right? Something odd about that. How so many of those guys live so long? I mean, think about David Rockefeller lived forever. You got Cheney had so many heart attacks and keeps going. You've got Henry Kissinger seems like he's living forever. All these Soros. These guys. If they were regular human beings, they'd been gone a long time ago, right? Why these guys live so long? Holy smoke! Yeah, some people say it's because of something they're drinking or taking. I've heard that. Yeah, what I heard was gross, but let's hope not. Hi from Wisconsin, says Vera City's here. Oh, is there Ice Age Farmer in here? Yeah, how you doing? Hey, we need to do a show together. Christian, glad to be here. I always love me some Green Greg. Hey, man. Yeah, we're brethren farmers there, buddy. So we got to do a show together sometime. I'm not even sure how to contact you, so I'll have to work it out. Hey, you can email me at greg@greengregs.com. That's my business email for everybody else. That's why I don't put that out here so much. But that one I will be checking. Talk about the Simpsons predicting the future. Matt Gordon is a time traveler. Well, you know, that might be. That might be. So tell us, what do you think's about to happen there, Christian, with Ice Age Farmer? What do you see? I know we got a lot of food shortage. I talk about that sometimes too. I cover these food shortage topics, but you know, you definitely go into depth on it. You definitely get there. All right, this chat session's froze up. My last thing is okay, now we're going. So Julie, it makes you brain spin for sure. It's well worth watching, but deep and somewhat startling. Ice Age Farmer. The correction of course, YouTube censorship will cause it. Oh, yep. That's what we got to worry about. You know, it's so hard to come in here and say what's really on your mind. My analogy to being a YouTube creator, especially if you're not doing a kitty cat or bunny rabbit channel or a pop culture channel, they love that stuff. You can get as crude as you want on a pop culture channel. But if you're trying to wake people up to the reality, not woken, but, you know, awake kind of woken, you know what I mean? The one where you're just trying to get people aware of what's really going on. And I probably said too many words just then. Yeah, they hard, real hard. So you got to really watch what you say. So my analogy to that is, being a YouTube creator in these genres is like walking on eggshells on thin ice in an earthquake. I know I do that in some of my videos. Love to see you two do a show together. Ice Age Farmer email. There you go. That's it. You shoot me an email. Now that email is not for, you know, general use. That's my business channel email. You know, I've got how5space at AOL.com. You can always email me at that. And that email is usually open on my other computer over here. See okay, that both chats are synchronized now. Good, finally. So, all right. I believe we caught up in the chat session. That's good. Fishes and Loaves, right? Vicky Savage, I was looking up what oils I had and what I could use for possible pre-skin cancer. And I should have known frankincense, myrrh, and lavender. But myrrh has been great. That's nice. Try apricot oil. Nice. PewDiePie and Mr. Beast will not help you survive what's coming. Bingo. That is right. That is right. There's a proposition that's trying to help you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. And Ice Age Farmer, he's doing that too. He says, only time will tell. The predictive programming and is sticking around the grid down. Yeah. Oh, see, look, guys, I have run 2 Power Grid Defense conferences. That's my podium placard. And I have high-level guests on my channel in that area of Power Grid Defense. I've had Dr. Peter Vincent Prowl on here twice. I've had General Ken Krosniak. I've had Ambassador Hank Cooper on this channel. I've had Command Sergeant Major Michael Mabee on here a couple of times. I've had Dr. Arthur Bradley on my channel. All these guys spoke at my Power Grid Defense conferences, by the way. And I'm involved in 2 different groups that have regular teleconferences on Power Grid Defense. And so I'm really deeply involved in this community. I'm an electrical engineer. I work avionics system safety on the Space Launch System. And, you know, the biggest avionics system safety is our power grid. So these are things that I'm quite conversed in. And, you know, it's odd that my channel, I had Hank Cooper telling people the best advice, you know, for hardening your grid anybody's given on YouTube. And, you know, struggled to get 1,000 views after many months. I was really disappointed. That should have been a top rated video. That's kind of sad. But I see, you know, anybody talking about this is good, and I applaud anybody that discusses this. But it's kind of odd. I see guys just sitting on the front porch. So, well, we need something might happen to our grid, and they get 40,000 views. I'm going, really? Well, that's kind of, I'm glad you went out there and said that. But how come all my videos on this are just not, you know, that guy had like a channel of 10,000 subscribers, you know? It's like, really? Okay. And I should be getting a lot more. I did have the one video that got 100,000 views, but it was kind of like, well, I had one that did 70, but it was like kind of goofy video. Wasn't, my best video. It was just like, well, what's DHS going to say about this stuff? What they're not telling you. That's what people want to see. It's kind of a clickbait type title. But when I come in when I bring the beef to the table, when I bring the meat, when I bring the solutions, it's like people don't want to see it. It's kind of crazy. Been cold down here. What? It's supposed to be summer, Amanda. Are you kidding me? Amanda says been cold us down under. Really? Wow. Well, it may be cold everywhere. Maybe I got to bring that globe back up and have a look-see down there. They prefer, yeah, you're right, Fishes Loaf. That's right. You're right. They prefer junk stuff. I mean, I should be a PewDiePie and put on goofy junk. Yeah, I'd be rich, right? Hey, I can write poetry. I can read poetry. And that's what I should do, be a poet reader. But, but my poetry is all zinging poetry. It's kind of a zing them like this one. What does this say? Yeah, I don't want to read that one right now. That one's kind of dark. I read that live in one of my videos. I just scratched it out here and I read it. Bam. I got to get mentally into the cadence that goes with that one. And then I didn't realize until after I wrote it that I wrote it with the pentameter of a ballad. That's how the beating of the ballad. Yeah, on and on like that. With every second and fourth line rhyming, but also make first and second lines rhyme typically. When I write a ballad, I didn't write that to be a ballad. It just kind of fell out that way in the beat. So kind of interesting. All right, everybody. So yeah, I thought I was writing it free form. I did, and it wasn't. I used to write a lot of ballads. I got a whole book of ballads I wrote when I was in high school. I used to draw a lot of drawings. I showed some drawings in the video earlier today. Here, maybe I'll do it one day in the future. Maybe it'll be a good topic for Friday night or video or Wednesday night video. Okay, guys. So tell me something. This was a topic video. It wasn't just a wide open chat like we usually have when I have a chat session. I usually have no topic other than just the community here and a chance to everybody chat with each other, questions and answering. Desert Rose, some stuff got froze. Yeah, minus 23. That's yeah, that's pretty cold. Here in the lower 48, I've seen 79 degrees below zero ambient temperature where I was living at Fort Greeley in the winter of 81, 82. Oh, Lady Dagerstass is in the house. So I hope I'm get some email from Christian. It'd be nice to do a video with him. He's a great guy. I like his attitude and the way he digs in things. So he and I can explore that. Maybe we'll get a phone call going between each other. So guys, tell me what you think. Do you like this format where I'm just coming in and talking weather, showing you kind of what's going on? We'll do a screen share. We're going to go back to guys, I'm going to go back here and do a screen share. We're going to go look at not that. Oh my gosh. Yikes, get off that. Where's that map at? That's not it. There it is. I had another map that was more of a Cater projection that had more details in weather than this is. Yeah, you gotta play around with these scales and bars here to get the information on this. What's interesting is how calm it is over North America when winds. Well, look at the cold region. And Russia just had record snows. Well, man, that don't look cold to me. You're looking kind of way over here on the heat index, Amanda. Look at all that wind offshore. But you got the big deserts there, and it's supposed to be summer. Man, you looking pretty warm. All right, everybody wave at Amanda. Wave back, Amanda. Yeah. In fact, Australia looks like the warmest place on Earth right now. It is. the warmest place on Earth? Of course, I don't know. I guess that's just a deep purple instead of a red, but holy smoke. I tell you what, sometimes it gets so cold, it feels hot. It feels hot, but it's really cold. You got to get to the standpoint where your nerves can't tell the difference, especially about to get frostbite. I'll just stop this year. Hello. Hang a rocket from a balloon and off we go. We're going to fly a rocket into space. We're beginning the amethyst space race. Hello. Hang a rocket from a balloon and off we go. All right, enough of that, right? Greg, we're going to leave your channel if you keep singing. Let me go back to my chat session. Where is my chat session tonight? Why did it leave me here all alone? I searched my browser over and I thought I found the true page. It met another and it was gone. See, I must have brain damage, guys. One of them cosmic rays come in and got me in the old noodle. I enjoy having the format swapped around, even keeps it from getting boring. Okay. Rest, yeah, I made it stronger. See, good on you. All right, says Amanda. So what else we got here? Wet and rainy, not tropical fun. Wow, so it's wet and that hot too? You know, a steam cooker. Wow. Just got to go to bed. I do biblical when I lay down. There you go. There you go. You know, who says you got to do this to pray? I mean, you know, you can talk to the greater creator in any fashion, at any time. You don't have to. I mean, show a respect maybe if you get into position, but in space, there's no such thing as up and down. So from the standpoint of the universe, it's all the same. Sometimes it's just good if you can lay back and relax and meditate and pray. But if I lay back and relax, I'm going to go to sleep. I live a highly sleep-deprived life. Mabee, we are going to pass around the collection plate to get you a winter parka. Those plans went south fast. And we got to get her up here. I started GoFundMe to get Amanda to the United States. Amanda and her family. Man, you got 3 kids? You got 3 boys, don't you? He told me, I forget. Some socks. Some socks. Falling asleep. Praying is peaceful. There you go. There you go, Tristan. All right. So I shouldn't be talking about people's kids on here. My bad. I'm sorry. There's no place on Earth that has escaped major climate change. Well, climate changes all the time. Right? Somewhere I'm pulling my email, see if I've heard anything from our buddy. Christian has emailed me. Christian Westbrook sent me an email. So we will be in communication. I was just checking. Awesome. 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 That's great. So he now will be able to cooperate in the future. And I got to get David Devine back on this channel. I've had him on here, but it's been a while. What kind of effect is the 4 gas giants going to have? Oh, that's David talks about the magnetic effect. I know, you know, the magnetic fields of I don't know. I'm having a hard time believing that's going to do anything to us. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, the fields are strong there at the planet, but inverse square law is going to fall off pretty fast. And the sun's got a very strong field, though. Tin Hat Man, Greg, I read where UVC is reaching Earth 400% more than 10 years ago. I've been hearing that. I've not verified it. If so, that can be a problem for plants. That can be a problem for growing stuff. Let's hope not. You know, let's hope not. Anyway, guys, I'll tell you what we ought to do. We ought to say, take prayer requests. Anybody got prayer requests? We need to pray for a lot of people in this country tonight because the power, upcoming power, people have had wrecks, falling off bridges. There's been all kinds of people slipping in their parking lot and, you know, injuring themselves. I got a lady friend who was from Jamaica. You know, she lived in New York for several years, but she stepped on some ice one day and she broke her neck. She's not really fully recovered from that. Greg, it's starting to sound like you need to get some rest before you get stressed out and sick. Vicky, I'm tough. I just got to get some coffee. I'm going to go for round 2. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning here. And no, I'm not eating dinner. So I've just been too busy today. Too busy, behind on everything. So maybe I just got to do something lighter. Not doing. Pray for my daughter, says Rhapsody Trigger. Bill Cole, prayers for him. Yeah, Bill Cole's in here a lot of times. Is he not in here tonight? That's a good one. Pray for Nancy Pelosi. You know, we could pray that she has great progress in life, that she wins the Elon Musk lottery and gets a one-way ticket to Mars, right? So we could put in all the politicians to go with her. Both parties. Load them all up and let them go. Yeah, I would say send them to Venus, but no, I'm going to settle to Venus. Hey, yeah, I got some pretty drawings coming up. This lady who's helping me out with for these habitats, like I put in my Venus habitat or put on Earth, either way. She's doing a real good job for me. So I have to show you all those pretty soon. All right, guys, let's do a quick prayer session. Just take a couple minutes. Remember Veracity's daughter. All right. Wow. You know, I don't tell people how to pray. This is not a religious channel. I just tell the film that our collective thoughts and prayers and meditations join together. In the Bible, you know, Jesus talks about when 2 or more shall pray and the power of that. So, and that's observed. Vicky Gregg, much as I dislike it, we are commanded to pray for our leaders, not to admire them or like them. Well, you're right about that. So, take me to your leader. You're right. So we need to do that. We need to do that. I did. I prayed for to take I prayed for to have a free ride. No, I didn't actually pray for that. I was joking, guys. Come on. That's not a practical thing to pray for. I was mainly concentrating on the people that are in need. Texas. Yeah, Texas got its own grid, but it's not a hardened grid either. So, Jason Beard, hello from Texas. All right, guys, we've been going now for a little bit. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I got some stuff to do. I really appreciate everybody. Y'all are great. Y'all were awesome. Appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate your loyalty to my channel coming in here. Hang on, let me blow this back up one more time while I'm looking at the chat. All right, we got 127 people in the room, 112 thumbs up. We could use a few more thumbs up. That would really help out. And spread, share my videos, guys, because the algorithms don't help me. So give me as many thumbs up you can, because kind of people I bring in this channel, a lot of my guests, they need to be seen, they need to be heard, and I bring a lot of messages to people too. David prayed God would knock out their teeth and for them to fall in pits. Okay, wow. David was a warrior. Yeah, Mr. Slingshot Man. Hey, one of my favorite YouTube channels is the Slingshot channel by George Sprague in German. That guy, he's a character. You like the way I laugh? He laughs too. And that's one of the things I like. Let me show you my new weapon. He's funny. My new slingshot, my brand new crossbow, my automatic crossbow. You shoot like machine gun. Bang, 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 bang. George Sprague. I get a kick out of him. And YouTube demonetized him. He started a YouTube union trying to battle him. He's got a great sense of humor. I love to hear him laugh. All right, Soul's Eye Jill. Be blessed, everyone. So much. Love you all. And great. Well, thank you, Soul's Eye. All righty, folks. We're going to call it a night here. Hope everybody takes care of themselves. Rock, let's see, Arnold Says good night, everyone, and see you again on the Rocket Man's channel. Maybe that's what I should call it. Well, I do have Galactic Greg's, by the way, and I got to do more videos over there. I got more content, more stuff I could talk about in space. I'm monetized over there, and I already got a crowd here, so I'm spending more time with you guys here. So Vicky says, I am not looking forward to what is coming. Yeah, well, I got you there, Vicky, but you just got to get ready for it. I hear you. Yep, the war is already won. That's where the peace and solace is. But we can certainly pray that we make it through it, a bit better than we might otherwise. Yeah. Alrighty, folks. I'll go back on the main screen. So, guys, I really appreciate you all. We are going to get through this. Can't say it's going to be easy. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy. And our ancestors have had to scrap for freedom and just to make a living. My dad said he used to have to scratch to make a living. And his 100th birthday will be in April. So maybe I will redo some of his videos, maybe make them out, or just play them one night here. I'll come on live and play my dad. That's what I'm going to do. On 11 April, I'm going to come on here, and as a tribute to my dad and his 100th birthday, I'm going to play him on a live session. I'll put up my old videos and just play them. God rest his soul. I love my dad. I miss him. Anyway,